Aging doesn't mean you're invisible. 11 signs someone doesn't care. Ever feel like you're fading into the background as you get older? Notice people not treating you the same as they used to? It's sad but true. Not everyone cares about you as much as you might think. They might listen but not really hear, show up but not really be there, and only reach out when they need something. So how do you spot those who don't genuinely care? In today's video, we'll uncover 11 clear signs someone stopped valuing you, so you can make smart choices, protect your worth, and keep the relationships that truly matter. Let's dive into each sign so you can stop wasting your time and energy on people who don't deserve it. 1. They only get in touch when they need something. Red flags. They only contact you when they need something. A loan, a favor, or advice. If you text or call first, they're slow to respond or don't reply at all. And if you say no to their request, they might ghost you or get snippy. Why is this a big deal? Because real friends aren't just there when they need something. It's a two-way street. A balanced relationship involves give and take. If someone only pops up when they're in a jam but disappears when you need them, that's a pretty one-sided and, frankly, selfish friendship. It's a sign that they're only interested in what you can do for them, not who you are. Think about it. Do you feel valued and appreciated in this relationship, or more like a convenient resource? If it's the latter, it might be time to reconsider how much energy you're putting into this connection. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and support, not just convenience. 2. They just aren't hearing you, Signs you're being ignored. Ever feel like you're talking to a wall? They might give short, distracted replies, barely making eye contact. They interrupt constantly, or quickly steer the conversation back to themselves, their stories always seeming more important. Tell them about something personal, they'll forget it 5 minutes later and ask you the same thing again, like you never even mentioned it. Why is this a big deal? Because listening is the bedrock of any good relationship. Someone who truly cares will pay attention, remember what you say, and show they value your thoughts and feelings. If someone isn't listening, it's a pretty clear sign they don't really care about you or what you have to say. It's like they're not even present in the conversation, more interested in what they're going to say next than what you're actually saying. It's frustrating, right? It makes you feel unheard and unimportant. So pay attention to these signs. They're a pretty good indicator of where you stand in the relationship. 3. They just don't have time for you, Signs you're being ghosted. They're always too busy to see you. Seriously, always. They've got tons of time for everyone else. Their friends, their family, even their goldfish probably gets more attention. But you? Nope. Crickets. And it's not like you're expecting them to drop everything, but if you don't reach out, you'll never hear from them. Why is this a big deal? Because time is the most precious thing you can give someone. If they're never willing to make time for you, it means you're just not a priority. It's like they're saying, yeah, you're cool, but not that cool. It stings, but it's better to know where you stand than to keep hoping for something that's not there. It's time to move on and find people who actually value your time and company. 4. They weren't there for you when you needed them most. Spotting a fair weather friend is easier than you think. Think about it. When you're really struggling, are they there for you, or do they suddenly get busy? Do they make excuses or just disappear? Big life events, birthdays, weddings, graduations, are these moments they share with you, or do they conveniently have other plans? And when you do have good news, how do they react? Genuine excitement, or a strange silence? Maybe even a hint of jealousy? Why is this such a big deal? Because true friends are there for the highs and the lows. They're your cheerleaders when you're celebrating, and your shoulder to cry on when things get tough. A real friend doesn't just show up when the sun is shining. They're the ones who help you weather the storm. If someone's only around when things are easy and vanishes when you need them most, that's a one-way street, my friend. It's time to reevaluate that relationship and focus on people who truly value you, no matter what. 5. They just don't get how you feel. Red flags. If you share your sadness, they mock or minimize your feelings. Instead of apologizing when they hurt you, they justify their actions. They might say things like, "Don't be so sensitive," or it's no big deal. Why is this a big deal? Because respecting each other's feelings is super important for a healthy relationship. If someone doesn't care about your feelings, they'll easily hurt you without feeling a bit of guilt. It's like they just don't get that your emotions are valid and deserve to be acknowledged. Think about it. A relationship should be a safe space where you can be vulnerable, right? If you're constantly walking on eggshells, worried about upsetting them or having your feelings dismissed, that's a major warning sign. It's not about being overly sensitive. It's about having someone who truly sees and values you, flaws and all. A relationship built on empathy and understanding is so much stronger and more fulfilling than one where your feelings are constantly disregarded. 6. They're taking advantage of you. Spotting these people is pretty easy. They only seem to pop up when they need a favor. They'll hit you up for help, but the second you need something back, crickets. And if you dare say no, prepare for the silent treatment, a sulk, or maybe even a full-blown hissy fit. Why is this a big deal? Well, healthy relationships are all about give and take, right? It's like a two-way street. If someone's constantly taking and never giving back, it's not really friendship or family. It's more like they're using you. Think of it this way. Would you keep lending money to someone who never pays you back? Probably not. It's the same principle with your time and energy. These kinds of relationships can leave you feeling drained and resentful. So it's important to recognize them and set boundaries. Don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Your time and energy are valuable. 7. They never check in on you first. Signs you're being ghosted. If you don't text first, you'll never hear from them. When you do text, their replies are short, sweet, and definitely not sparking a conversation. They don't seem interested in your life, never ask how things are going, and generally act like your updates are totally optional. Why is this a big deal? Well, if someone cares about you, they'll think about you and want to know what's up. They'll reach out, even if it's just a quick, "Hey, how's it going?" If they're never initiating contact and seem uninterested in your life, it's a pretty clear sign you're not a priority. It's okay to feel a little bummed out. It's totally understandable to want to connect with someone who's equally invested. But remember, you deserve someone who makes an effort, someone who's excited to hear from you and share their life with you, too. 8. They're not always the best at keeping their promises. Spotting a flake? It's pretty easy, actually. They're the masters of the broken promise, constantly making plans they never stick to, or forgetting promises altogether. Think last-minute cancellations, a whole lot of "oops, I forgot," and generally not seeming to care much about their word. Why is this a big deal? Well, promises are a pretty good measure of how much someone respects you and values your relationship. If they're constantly letting you down, it's a pretty clear sign that they don't value your time or your connection. It's like, if someone's always bailing on plans or forgetting important things you've talked about, it shows they're not really prioritizing you or the relationship. It's not just about the broken promise itself, it's about the pattern of behavior showing a lack of respect and consideration. 9. They've never got your back. Spotting a fake friend is easier than you think. One major red flag? When someone talks trash about you, they don't defend you. They actually join in. It's like they're totally cool with letting you get slammed. They don't have your back when you're getting a raw deal. Why is this such a big deal? Because real friends, the keepers, the ones who genuinely care, wouldn't let you get hurt or smeared in front of others. They'd step up, defend your honor, and have your back no matter what. It's about loyalty and having someone who's got your best interests at heart. If someone's constantly letting you down in these situations, it's a pretty clear sign that their friendship isn't as solid as you might think. Time to reevaluate those relationships and surround yourself with people who truly value you. 10. They're not happy for your success. Spotting a jealous person is easier than you think. One major giveaway: when you achieve something amazing, instead of genuine congratulations, you get the side eye. Or worse, they try to downplay your accomplishment with backhanded compliments or just plain negativity. Why is this such a big deal? Because people who genuinely care about you are happy to see you succeed. They'll celebrate your wins, big or small. They'll be genuinely excited for you. If someone can't share your joy, or even worse, actively tries to rain on your parade, then honestly, they're not worth your time or energy. Life's too short to surround yourself with people who can't be happy for your happiness. Find those who lift you up, not drag you down. 11. They don't really notice you. Signs you're being ignored. Ever notice how they're constantly scrolling through their phone when you're talking, or their eyes keep drifting to someone else? Or maybe you disappear for a bit and they don't even notice or care? It's a bummer, right? Why is this a big deal? Well, when someone truly cares about you, they cherish the time they spend with you. They're present, engaged, and make you feel like you're the only person in the room. If they're not even bothering to pay attention when you're right there, it's a pretty clear sign that you're not a priority in their life. It's not about demanding constant attention, but it's about feeling valued and appreciated. And honestly, you deserve to be with someone who makes you feel that way. As you've probably noticed, people who don't care might not say it outright, but their actions always speak louder than words. If you see a lot of these signs in your life, it might be time to rethink that relationship. Remember, age doesn't make you invisible. It just makes you more precious. So focus on those who truly care, love, and appreciate you. Have you ever been through similar situations? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And don't forget to like and share this video with anyone who needs to hear this message. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more meaningful content to help you live a more fulfilling life each day. See you in the next video.